Hello there. Welcome back to Thriving Generation with Dr. G. Oh, it's another beautiful day for us to thrive, and I'm excited to be interviewing my sister from another mother. Well, at least people thought we were sisters, so let's keep it that way. Ewoenam, I have known her for a very long time. We were roommates for several years, and I saw her thrive in an area I think is very important that we all learn from her. Ewoenam, introduce yourself to the Thriving Generation family, and then we'll move straight into the conversation.
Okay. So, hi, Thriving Generation. I'm Ewoenam Abuabasa, married to a wonderful man called Max Lon, and I have two beautiful daughters, Nisi and Nada. I'm a pharmacist in Ghana, and I work at Trust Hospital at their Adenta branch. I manage their manufacturing plant and also the pharmacy that the clinic runs. So, basically, that's a little bit about me.
Wonderful. Thank you. You know, you are not here because you are a thriving pharmacist, and you are not here because of your wonderful family. And you do have beautiful girls, they are wonderful girls. But we were roommates for at least 3 years because the
Yeah.
first year we were assigned roommates automatically, and then
Yeah.
subsequently we formed our own
Yes.
roommates,
Mm-hmm.
and we were four in a room, and we stayed together for the next 4 years. And Ewoenam, for the time we were together, you were never involved in any drama. And there wasn't a day that I saw you sad. We
No.
need to know the secret. How are you able to stay joyful all the time?
Okay, so I would say it was a learned trait. I learned it from my family.
Okay.
So my family I was born into,
Mm.
specifically the maternal side, my mother's side. So my grandmother stayed most of her life with us, and going through her story, she went through a lot. She lost her husband at a very early stage in their
Mm.
marriage, left her with 7 children, and the last one was barely a toddler.
Mm.
Yes, but by the grace of God, she saw all the seven through school, and she gladly says none of them have gone astray. None of them have gone astray. And she told me a story of how during the sad times, the little one then started singing a song which happened to be my grandfather's song.
Mm.
And she was wondering where the little boy heard the song. And she feels it was the Lord speaking through the child to her. And it's the hymn, Count Your Many Blessings. Count your many blessings. You know,
Yeah.
the words of that hymn are very, very powerful. You know,
Mhm.
sometimes we are so engrossed with what we are going through, we forget about what we've actually been through and have come out from. My favorite part is count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done.
Mm.
You'll be very surprised. Sometimes we tend to forget the things that the Lord has actually done for us when we focus on maybe a little turbulence here and there. So I'll say basically it's my grandmother that taught me how to be joyful, and she taught her children too how to be joyful.
Mm.
There's never a meeting or a family gathering without singing, laughing, dancing. It's like
Mhm.
a trait. And we don't need to sit down to organize a party. There are a lot, 7. So when they come together with their children, you can just imagine how plenty we are. So
Mhm.
the joy is just massive. And she taught them, and they taught us, and we hopefully will teach our children too. So basically, that's where I would say the source of my joy, or where I learned to be joyful, came from.
Wow. 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 That is amazing. Really. And I noticed that your family, you don't struggle to take pictures at all. All your pictures, this person's like an auntie at 70, uncle at 50, and you are all in white, and
Some of us
many of you are so happy and so joyful. Which one is actually your closest relative? Like your cousin this, your cousin that, and your cousin, you are all so
we are
close.
all so close. We are all so close. And you know, we are also from different ethnicities, but yet when we meet, we have some from different ethnicities, but when we meet, you don't see that, sometimes when people meet, because of different ethnic groups, you kind of feel their tension. There's really no bond because
Mm.
maybe they feel maybe I don't know how to speak the language, so nobody is minding me. You get it? But as whether you know how to speak it, you don't know how to speak. My grandmother, she will make you feel so loved and so cherished. She even has people who call her adopted mother, who are accounts and guns, because that is how she is. You get it? And that's how she's taught us to be.
Amazing. How old is she now? Are you comfortable sharing?
Grace, she's 93.
93. Beautiful.
Strong at 93. She doesn't use the walkie stick.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't use the walkie stick. Sometimes you have to even fight her because when she finished eating, she's washing her own plates.
Wow. We pray for more grace like that, to be strong at 93 and want to do our own stuff at 93. That's beautiful. That is amazing. So let's walk through a typical day. Back then, as a college student, and even now, you are a mother, you are a pharmacist, and you have other things going on in your life. So when you encounter a challenge, how do you go through it? Like practically, what do you do? Do you say, "Oh, I'm counting my blessings right now, and I'm naming them one by one, and I won't mind you"? How do you practically work around it so that we can learn?
Okay, so for me, there are three things that I would love to share that practically help me or I use to remain joyful.
Mm-hmm.
So the first is decision. I decide to be grateful for the day or for whatever I am in. I mean, sometimes, yes, we hear situations, we hear stories, and yeah, they are weighing you down. But one thing I know is I cannot control, or I do not have power to control the things that go around or the things that happen. But one thing I can control is how I react to them. And I think when you choose to be grateful or you choose the gratitude attitude, it makes these, how should I say it, roadblocks or potholes in the road bearable.
Okay.
Not like you wouldn't have them. That one's a lie. Even the Bible says it. It's not like the world, they've given it to you, you're going to enjoy it. In this world, there is trouble. There
Mm,
is trouble. But
mm,
I believe when you have that decision or you have that attitude of gratitude, even if the trouble comes towards you, you believe that, oh, God has taken me through this. I'm thankful for this. And I believe He will take me through this as well. And
yeah.
I'll come victorious. So that's the first thing I practically do, choose to be grateful. And the second one is I watch what I let into me. I watch what I dwell on.
Okay.
Yeah. Watch what you see, what you listen to, especially because those are the gates to our soul or our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And what you put in goes there directly.
Okay.
Get it? It's not what we eat that makes us, as people say, but it's actually what we feed our spirits, what we feed our souls, what is actually not seen.
Okay.
So I try to feed myself with happy stuff. I'm a gospel person. Every morning I used to, and I stop, and now I'm back on track. Every morning we play gospel music in the house. You just leave it on to do your chores. It helps you. Sometimes we go in the slow mood, sometimes we go in the jumpy dancing mood, but it helps you because through the songs, even inspirational songs, you get something that keeps you going, that makes you happy throughout the day. Yeah.
Mm,
Also, what you read, what you watch
mm-hmm.
is also very, very important. It also feeds you and also makes you think. What you feed your mind also goes into your mind and you keep on thinking on them.
Yeah.
Yes, so you have to be careful what you let in. So I try my best not to dwell on sad things.
Yeah.
And I learned something from you. Writing things and putting them up. Taking notes. If you are the tech type, you put it on your phone. You get it. You get those pop-ups, daily affirmations. You write those things, and trust me, it does make you feel good. That human beings, we are moved by what we hear, whether man or woman, or what
Mm-hmm.
it has a large extent affects our mood. So I believe if you write all those things, maybe by your bedside, your lampside, when you wake up, the first thing you see will be "Good morning, beautiful," or something.
Mm-hmm.
You are beautifully and wonderfully made. It's a brand new day. It's going to be a great week.
Yeah.
Something just to ginger you before maybe you pick your phone to go and read news, breaking news, earthquake here, fires there. You get it. So I
Yeah.
believe that's the second thing one can practically do. And third
Okay.
thing is to focus, for me, is my faith.
Okay.
Christ is our everything. Once you focus on Him, it makes everything you are going through not worth it. Like, how should I put it? Once you focus on Christ, everything you go through doesn't really matter because you have Christ in your books.
Yeah.
You get it. When you're on that solid rock, just picture yourself on a rock and waves are crashing against the rock, left,
Yeah.
right, center. Because you are on that rock, you are not wobbling because the rock is firm. You get it. It doesn't mean that you wouldn't get wet. You
I like
see,
that.
it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean you wouldn't get wet, but you wouldn't fall.
You wouldn't
Okay,
fall.
troubles will come. They will touch you. You are human. You will feel down, but it's up to you not to stay down. You get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe once my faith is on Christ and His word tells me so many things about being joyful, His promises are so joyful. I
Mm.
mean, why won't I be joyful?
Yeah.
Well, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, so you can't come and tell me I'm ugly. Joyful.
You know
You
who
get
you are.
it? He tells me I am loved.
Yeah.
He gets it. So that alone should put joy in my heart. He tells me that what in this world there will be trouble. But what he said, I should not fear. I should not
Mm.
be moved. I should take heart. He has overcome the world. He has done it already. But the process, I have to go through that process. You get it?
Yeah.
So having that at the back of my mind helps me through life.
Amen. So the three things you shared were first decision,
Yeah.
decide that
Deciding
you will
to have
stay
that
joyful.
gratitude. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have the attitude of gratitude. You decide to be grateful.
Yeah. And
It's
then
not
the
like
second
you're
one,
saying,
okay.
it's not like you're saying you are going to turn your eye to the issues or you're
Mm-hmm.
turning a blind eye to your situation. Okay. But by that decision, you decide not to stay in that mood the situation will bring.
Mm.
Definitely grief will come. Definitely sadness will come. Definitely loss might come.
Mm-hmm.
But once you make that decision to be grateful that God has taken you through countless situations, and this is just one of them, and to make you a better person,
Yeah.
it picks you out of that mood and you stay joyful throughout.
Yeah. That's
So the
that's
first is
that's
there.
great.
Yeah.
And then the second one is watch what you are feeding on. That is what you are listening to, what you are watching, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then the
Exactly.
third one is your faith.
Yes.
And you, it is the faith you have in God that keeps you joyful
Yes.
because you know the promises, you know who you are, you know the end is already there. So going
Yes.
through the process doesn't change much. You just have to push through.
Yes.
Is that
Exactly.
accurate?
Yes.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think we can all practice this. I
Yes.
am happy to hear that. I mean, back then I was like, I think this girl, they have so much money at home. She has everything she needs. You know, they bring her money because you can't be that happy in college. And I also think she's very smart. She has no problems in the classroom. Because if you were in pharmacy, so if the courses were difficult, you should be sad, not
Yeah.
happy.
It wasn't so, as I said, because I learned from my grandma, it's just, it's become like second nature. I believe it's when you practice something over and over, it automatically becomes a habit, right? Yes.
Mm,
So I believe it just became like second nature. And it's not like I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I haven't reached there. Though careful that our children will say yes, they had it.
Yeah.
I believe it's just became second nature to me. Of
Mm.
my food.
Amazing. You know, we can't end without talking about people confusing us, thinking we are twins. So, and where did that come from?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. It's amazing how people really confused us.
Yeah, and we were roommates too, so it became
Yes,
really
it wasn't
funny
just
another
one
way.
time. It wasn't just
Several,
one time. It was several
several.
times. You wondering, hey, well,
And my
who
brother's wedding, I wasn't there. You went, and what happened?
are your aunties? Your aunties were there. Can I speak your language here or your international? Where they also
Oh,
know.
speak.
Where they also know. I said, please, so me, I'm a Vietnam. I am from. I can't watching the Ghana on the Ghana map. I'm not from where you guys are, but it was like your family was like, no, this resemblance is so much.
Yeah.
It's like I can easily go and fit in your family, and they'll say I'm one of you. I'm sure nobody
you
will
are you
face
are more than welcome. You are more than welcome. Join.
the lie.
Yeah, I know. I know my mom actually acknowledged that we look alike. I probably now that we are growing, maybe we are looking a little bit different.
Different.
Yeah, but then I think we had some good resemblance. I think
Oh, yeah, and I'm a fine girl.
so. Are you now getting to know that you
Hey,
are very, very fine, more than fine.
what I did here, I am a fine girl.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for joining us, Ewoenam. It's been a great conversation and thank you for sharing. We hope to practice joy. We hope to stay joyful. And then we also wish you the very best and keep spreading the love and keep spreading the joy.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We'll
Thank
see you again in the future.
Yes. Thank you, Thriving Generation. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for watching. If you have questions for Ewoenam, please leave them in the comments below. If you also have other ways of staying joyful, please share with us. We would love to know and learn from you as well. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.